Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. First of all, I would love to wish you guys a very great day ahead. And today in this video, I'm going to unbox none other than the Sony Inzone H7 gaming wireless headset. Well, I've always wanted to get my hands on this headphone since it's got out, and I'm really kind of excited to try this headphone. Also, side note, this video is not sponsored or affiliated with Sony. This is my own personal purchase, so keep that in mind. Anyways, let's head over to the unboxing. So the outer box actually comes with the white and purple color. So let me peel this off. It should be a hard one actually, so it's gonna be easy. And I'm really kind of excited about the headphone actually, so I've been eagerly waiting to try it out. All right, so after opening this box, there's also a black box inside, which I believe that the headphone will be there. All right, so this is the box. Now let's try to open it. As you can see, one, two, three, whatever. But hey, so now let's take a look at the contents of the box. I mean, inside this black box. So there's basically, so this is a type A to type C cable for charging. And apart from this, we also have the in-zone stickers and also documentation like manuals, guides. And also it actually comes with a dongle, which actually is pretty awesome. If you look at the dongle carefully, then there's an option to switch between PS5 and PC, because right now you can see that it is being switched to the PC. But if you want to switch it to PS5, then just switch it left. And if you want to switch it back to the PC, then switch it to the right. That's how it is and connected. Oh, I didn't really expect it that this headphone would be this big. Yeah, of course, if you just lift it from one hand and you'll feel like it's kind of heavy. But when you actually wear them, you won't feel heavy at all. And the reason why I wanted to get my hands on these headphones is the comfort, even after such a long period of use. I'll tell you later in the video. Talking about the design, well, so up there you actually get a plastic frame. From here to there, you get this amazing like headrest cushion, and again from there, it's again plastic, and also the ear cushion. My gosh, it just take a few seconds to come back to its original shape, and when I actually touch them with my hands or my fingers, I can feel that this is going to be really, really comfy, truly comfy. And the adjustments way up till there. And also we get to see some flags in the adjustments, which is a straight flags, nothing much. Okay, so now let's talk about the ports and buttons that you'll get to see in this headphone is, okay, so let us start with the left ear cups. So the first we get the volume slider, which is an infinite volume slider. There will be a beep sound when you actually put it to the highest or the lowest available volume. Also, you get this USB-C port for the charging and also the indicator. And there's the microphone. And on the right ear cup, you will be able to see that there's a game and chat mix button. And then we have the Bluetooth button and also the power button. The game and chat mix button is an ideal feature for PS5 gamers, but it also works for PC gamers as well through the InZone Hub software. I'll tell you about the software later in this video. So I actually wore the headphone for the first time with the glasses on, because a lot of people tend to use glasses especially while gaming, because they want a protection from the blue light that actually comes out straight from the monitor. And also there's a second scenario where there's no glasses, just normally putting them on. There's no issue with me regarding the comfort. It's really cool to wear this for a longer duration, so I can actually game for like an hour or so. It's really comfy, I would say. A thumbs up to this one. And talking about the equalizer, well, you get this two factory presets. The first one is the bass boost, and the second one is the music or video. Well, I'm not, I'm not saying flat because this is just a standard, like nothing crazy there. It's just like like a neutral sound. Yeah, it's neutral sound. So it's flat, so it doesn't have any sort of equalization. But then when you talk about bass boost, well, of course, you know the meaning by the name itself, and also for music and video. So these two are the only profiles that you get from the factory. And talking about the dynamic range control, well, if you don't know, then I can give you a reference or a hint. Well, those who use, I think, Realtek audio drivers, I think they are pretty related to this one. Like when you try to, you know, adjust the EQ, then of course you may have that option of like loudness equalization. Yeah, that is actually similar. This dynamic range control is actually similar to that loudness of equalization. So what it does is that when it is, set it too high, then the loudness and the detailing of that equalizer frequency works better, and which results in, like, let's say, better, hearing of the gunshots in games, also maybe footsteps. So yeah, that actually is a good thing. And now talking about the microphone, well, yeah, of course you can flip to mute as you go, but then you also have this auto gain control, which is accordingly can be switched off and on. I'm putting it on. I don't know why. And this is the side tone. Well, I felt okay. One thing I felt like the side tone thing should be there in the headphones itself physically as a button, just as a chat mix button was there. Yeah, because you know, especially when you have PS5, I think this is going to be, a bit uncomfortable with that, because you have to go through this software in order to adjust the side tone. Then only then you'll be able to, again make the changes in the headphone settings. So it's really, like a getting a long process again. Okay, so the headphones. Okay, let's say for Sony Inzone H9, it's good that there's no side tone button there, because because H9 has active noise cancellation profiles. The first one we know, of course, the noise cancellation, which cancels out the noise. And then the second profile is basically the ambient sound, which is the, maybe you can say, ambient profile, where you will be, aware of what is going on around you. That is good for that H9. But especially when you have the headphones like H7 and H5, I think this is going to be troublesome for us, for it. So especially the headphones like H7 and H5, this is going to be kind of like a troublesome. I mean, it's not that really a trouble, but it's just some of the minor things that should be there. Yeah, I felt like side tone physical button should be there in the headphones itself, so that we can adjust the gain of side tone. All right, then here's the master volume, which you can increase or decrease the gain with the help of the volume knob in the headphones itself. That is very easy. And yeah, talking about this game chat balance, well, I have talked about it earlier in the video, but now I'm going to talk about how does it really works. Well, for this to function very well when you're using on PC, I don't know about PS5 because I don't have PS5, by the way. Okay, go over here and then you see the sound profile. You should select your output source as the game. Let's say it will appear like speaker Sony H9 or slash H7 game dash game, the one which has game. That should be the source of your output when you connect the headphones to your PC. And talking about the microphone, which is the input source, well, it should be the other way around, which is chat. And in that way, that game and chat mix button will help a lot, especially when you're playing the intense games, when you're in intense situations while you're gaming. Let's say on one scenario where your team is, trash talking a lot, so you just want to prefer on, where you just want to go on the, focusing on much more on the game sounds rather than your teammate. Then of course you can use the game button, and it will, as you can see, that it is panning more to the game. Now, let's say that you are not been able to hear your teammate properly, and of course you can adjust the intensity or the gain of chat using the chat button there. You can see it has been panned more to the chat. So in this way it works really well. But for me, I think at the center it does pretty decent job at even in the center, because most of the adjustments are made in game settings. So it's just a minor feature, but I think that also really helps in some situations. For let's say about PS5, there's no in-zone hub software in PS5, so I think this is going to help them. But yeah, as I've talked about PC, so your output source should be the game, the one that has like dash game name on it, and then the input source. I mean your microphone. If you want to use the same microphone, then have to select the input source as the one the name comes with dash chat, and then it works. Now talking about is device settings. There's nothing much extra going on around here. Just like what you want to do with it. Bluetooth mode when powered on, mode when powered off last time. Well, now talking about the next is the app sync settings. Well, here you can synchronize your app to whatever you may like to which app. I already created a profile for Genshin Impact and Valorant. Well, yeah, that is all. Nothing much. And here it shows the battery status. Of course, it doesn't shows the percentage, but it's fine showing graphically and indication for mic on or off. And right now the Bluetooth is turned off. You can see that. Now let's test the microphone.
All right. So this is my voice coming right out from the microphone of the Sony Inzone H7 gaming headset. Well, let me know in the comments about what do you think about the quality of the microphones.
All right. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you really like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye. See you next time.